What's your opening thoughts? Then we'll open up for questions.
Well, first of all, that was a really hard played game by those two teams. Both teams fought, both teams played well, I thought. I thought we played exceptionally well in the first 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit, you look at the box score, and it's 34-29, I think it was. And, I thought we gave them as good a shot as we could give them. I thought we had a couple of plays that we could have had back, but I thought we played awfully well. And then, the start of the second half was the difference in the game, first 8 minutes or so. But, I've said it all week. Some people choose to listen and some people don't. It's a heck of a basketball team. And they could go as far as they want to go.
Coach, what did you do better tonight than you did the first time against St. Louis?
Well, obviously we didn't turn it over as much, still turned it over a little bit too much, but that part of it was we were pressing late. And I thought that we just handled the physicality a little bit better. They are so physical, and they pick you up inside the half-court line and put a body on you, and they can all move laterally and keep you in front as well. They make it hard to operate. And I thought we did a pretty good job operating for the most part. We stalled in the second half. We went on a little stall. Again, I thought they had a lot to do with that in both games. And then I thought their guards got into the paint a little bit too easily in the second half and during that run. And so, but our best perimeter defender is guarding Evans, and I thought he did a really good job of that.
Is it just a matter of them having a ton of weapons offensively, a lot to defend?
Sometimes we can overanalyze this thing. That's a good basketball team. They got really good players. They've got a good coach. And I thought we played hard. I thought they played hard. They beat us.
But when you shoot poorly from the free throw line like this, do you
Certainly that doesn't help. Who's to say in a game like this, every single point, every single play. But I don't think us saying that should take anything away from them, because I think they certainly earned it.
Roosevelt, given the significance of this game for the A10 race and the way they had beaten you the first time, how disappointing is tonight?
Oh yeah, well it's disappointing whenever you lose a game, but to lose to the team twice, knowing what we did mistake-wise and everything like that, it's still even more than we lose. But like Coach said, there was a good basketball team and they were the better team tonight. They beat us.
Where did you see them showing themselves to be better this evening?
They were more physical with us in the paint, and like you said, starting the second half, they started getting easy layups, and point guards were driving against us. So remember the defense where it was kind of slow at the beginning of the second half.
Coach, what were they able to do to shut down Kellen in the second half, and do you regret it all not starting him out of the gates?
I don't regret not starting him. I think you stay with what got you there from the standpoint of you can start a half with a certain moxie and spirit. And I thought even before I took Barlow out, we were still ahead. And then when we came in, because I think Barlow came out pretty quickly. Am I wrong on that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like
it was a minute or
16-30.
It was either a 1-point game either way. I thought, and then it didn't go well from there. I don't regret not starting him because I think obviously each guy plays a role well, and Kellen coming off the bench has been good for us. The one time I've started him was in the Charlotte game, and that didn't work out great, partly due to Andrew's absence.
I was more talking about him starting the second half with what he did in the first half, and then looking back on the wall you guys had offensively.
No, because I think the wall again, and I might be wrong, Dave. I think the wall came when he was on the court, so I don't know that I would.
It was a quick.
I'll check.
Okay.
Coach, you mentioned earlier their guards getting into the paint early in the second half and kind of fueling that run. Did their team speed kind of show through in the second half, and was that a product of just them getting more stops and having a few more transition opportunities?
Might be a product of them just being fast. I don't know how else to answer that. Mike McCall's fast. Jordan Jett is really fast. And Quamaine Mitchell is just as fast as Jett. So, the one thing that you look at their stats over the last 8 games, McCall and Mitchell average 7 points a game. That's scary, because those two guards are really good. They're as good of a backcourt as there is in the league. And I think that's saying something, that they've got all that going for them. And that's why I've said what I've said ever since we played them the first time. I think they're really good.
Brad, I know you try to, distribute the ball handling duty so much, but Rodney had 6 turnovers tonight. He's had quite a few, 4 and 5 and 6 turnover games. I mean, I guess what can we do anything about perhaps lessening the ball handling load on?
Yeah, I think we tried to do that, certainly in the second half. I don't think it's all because he's bringing the ball up the floor. I thought that he had a few of them that were after we were into our offense, so I don't think that's necessarily just bringing the ball up the court. I think that's a lot less about being a point guard, a lot more about being a focal point of your offense.
And one of the